Hello everyone, and welcome back to my kitchen. Today, we're traveling to the heart of Vienna, figuratively, of course, to tackle one of Austria's most iconic pastries, the apple strudel, or Apfelstrudel. Forget those thick, store-bought pastry sheets. We are going to make the real deal dough so thin you can read a newspaper through it. It might sound intimidating, but I promise, with a little patience, you'll be pulling and stretching dough like a true Viennese baker. Let's get started. First, let's talk ingredients. For the dough, all you need is all-purpose flour, a pinch of salt, lukewarm water, a little bit of neutral oil like sunflower oil, and a splash of vinegar. The vinegar is a secret weapon. It helps relax the gluten, making the dough easier to stretch. We'll combine these in a bowl and knead for about 10 minutes, until the dough is smooth and elastic. You'll know it's ready when it's no longer sticky and has a silky feel. Once kneaded, we'll form it into a ball, brush it lightly with oil to prevent a skin from forming, and let it rest under a warm bowl for at least 30 minutes. This resting period is crucial, so don't skip it. While our dough is resting, let's prepare the delicious apple filling. The key here is using the right kind of apples. You want a variety that's tart and holds its shape when baked, like Granny Smith or Braeburn. We'll peel, core, and thinly slice them. To the apples, we'll add sugar, a generous amount of cinnamon, and a squeeze of lemon juice to keep them from browning. Now, for the authentic Austrian touch, toasted breadcrumbs. We'll melt some butter in a pan and toast plain breadcrumbs until they re-golden brown and fragrant. This magical ingredient not only adds a wonderful nutty flavor, but also soaks up any excess juice from the apples, preventing our delicate dough from getting soggy. We'll also toss in some raisins, which I like to pre-soak in a little rum for extra flavor, but that's totally optional. Alright, our dough has rested, and it's time for the most exciting part, the stretching. This is where the magic happens. Lay a large, clean tablecloth on your work surface and dust it lightly with flour. Place your rested dough in the center and start by rolling it out a bit with a rolling pin. Now, put the rolling pin aside. We're using our hands. Gently slide your hands, palms down, under the dough and start pulling it outwards from the center. Move around the table, stretching a little at a time. The goal is to get it paper thin. You'll be amazed at how far it can stretch without tearing. Don't worry if you get a small hole or two, we can patch them up. You should be able to see the pattern of your tablecloth through the dough. It's a beautiful sight. Once your dough is stretched into a giant, thin rectangle, it's time to assemble. First, brush the entire surface with a little melted butter. Then, sprinkle your toasted breadcrumbs over about 2/3 of the dough, leaving a border around the edges. Next, evenly spread your apple filling over the breadcrumbs. Now, for the rolling. This is where the tablecloth comes in handy. Fold the empty dough border over the filling. Then, lift the edge of the tablecloth to help you gently and tightly roll the strudel all the way to the end. It's like a giant, delicious pastry cigar. Carefully tuck in the ends and transfer the strudel, seam side down, onto a baking sheet lined with parchment paper. Before it goes into the oven, give it a final generous brush with melted butter. We'll bake this beauty in a preheated oven at around 375 degrees Fahrenheit, or 190 Celsius, for about 30 to 40 minutes. You'll want to brush it with more melted butter a couple of times during baking to get that perfectly golden, crispy crust. The whole house will smell absolutely incredible. Once it's done, let it cool slightly before dusting it with a snow-like layer of powdered sugar. The best way to enjoy it, served warm, with a dollop of whipped cream or a scoop of vanilla ice cream. The contrast between the flaky, crispy pastry and the warm, spiced apple filling is pure heaven. Thank you so much for baking with me today. I hope you give this authentic Austrian strudel a try. Let me know how it goes in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more delicious recipes. See you next time.